comes...
The Ninja Warrior. You're right, it is right here.
All right, then.
It's not on the cartridge.
All right, well, the cartridge is just wrong.
I don't care.
Hey, welcome back to Overlord Arcade.
Hi.
I'm Ben.
Hi.
Val's here.
Hi, I'm Val. I'm visiting from Automaton. Landed in from our sweet pirate ship on the moon or wherever we operate. Who would you like to see in action here?
Well, okay. I've seen Ninja, because I know you did this on your channel.
Oh yeah, a million years ago. I kind of played a little of everyone though, so...
Well, then start off with Ninja, because he's a friggin' boss.
Let's do it.
But anyway, you probably...
Yo boy.
Everybody might be wondering, where's Sim City? And
yep.
you kind of...
we have a very similar question on our end.
Yeah. You might have all forgotten, this is an absolute clown show, and I have no clue what I'm doing half the time. So, due to various reasons, the mayor of... I've already forgotten the name.
Popteunk?
Popteunk? Mayor Popteunk died a miserable death when...
He was he was finally taken down for his many crimes.
And you know what? I am now going to believe that this robot is the one defending
this is Popteunk. We're actually still playing SimCity.
Yeah, little did you know.
Down Charter.
There you go. It's this is the resistance force out to take down the mayor of Popteunk. And this
one
robot
cyborg ninja in 1928.
Oh no, I meant these guys.
Oh, them. Yeah, I am the mayor.
The robot is sent from the future.
From the mayor from the future.
Yeah.
It's in the charter.
But we somehow have to make the narrative exist where the mayor dies, so I guess it's the
Are you just gonna put this in one playlist? Or it's just a SimCity Part 3?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. No, it was going to just be like, it's gonna be its own thing.
Come on, motherfucker, why don't you want to get hit by this giant robot?
I don't know, you think this should just be the... You think I should... Actually, wait a minute, okay. I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
One episode of the Warriors... But instead, this is just the final. This is just the finale to SimCity.
I love it.
Game.
Ben, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, that's the plan now. Welcome back to SimCity.
Welcome back to SimCity.
Shit got fucking real. The graphics really jumped.
Whoa! I did a cool backflip.
That was dope.
Yeah, I'm into it. Who would give him
Popteunk Gazette! Robots doing backflips! What could this spell for our industrious mayor?
I love that he's got a fishnet shirt going on under there because it implies that he goes shirtless sometimes.
Yeah, Bubba Gump the robot goes clubbing.
Bubba Gump the... Why?
I don't know why he goes clubbing, he's got his own reasons.
Get out there.
I mean, how else are you gonna meet people, you know?
I love
oh
that
my god, the mayor is firing missiles at you!
Ah, you fucking traitor!
Okay, so now the mayor has turned on you, and now you've bebopped in your brain, and you're like, must kill.
Bebop, and like zooms in on his head. Skibbity bop bop, shibbity dip now. Yibbity bow. I have to fight for myself.
Hibbity bobbity zibbity zoobity bop bop maruba.
I'm a robot, I got nunchucks. Why am I silver?
I'm doing jumps. The truck made a bip bop a dip a big a bop a boom. How did it do, boss?
Mr. Boss, I'll tell you how.
Captain,
get over here!
Oh no! General Popteunk!
General Popteunk.
He was there from the founding. It's the mayor's best friend.
The mayor's best friend was his, like, aide-de-camp general that he used for, like, illicit military action.
I believe it. I read the Popteunk Gazette. I'm all about...
I believe the Gazette.
The rag. Not the Popteunk Times. That's the friggin' that's the heavily censored bullshit story.
That's the mayor's newspaper. You want the real news. You get the Popteunk Gazette.
Stage 1, target destroyed. That was the zoo. That was the zoo.
Oh,
Do you think all the robots in the zoo were
Yep. I think you might be.
I might be onto something that all the robots
I think you may
have
cracked the case. Ace Newshound.
Do you think all the robots in the zoo were animals?
No. That's preposterous.
That's stupid. Yeah, that's what the Times would say.
This guy, this is a beat 'em up distilled to its. Hey, he ducked.
You absolute savage.
Just like one quick clock to the jaw.
Bunk. Well, you're playing as Bubba Gump the bot.
Hope no one backstabs me. Aha!
It's just like Should I go get him?
Do I stay? He's made of metal on both sides. Does it matter? Does it matter what side?
Does he have a back? Which way is he facing?
Does a robot have a back? I guess it depends on where it has eyes, right?
I don't know. The choice to like anthropomorphize robots is purely a human thing.
Yeah.
They don't really have. I mean, it depends.
There's no base robot. Yeah.
Yeah. There's not. Well, I guess
there's no iconographic robot.
I guess it depends on which way they're moving.
Or iconoclastic robot.
Like, if it's moving in a direction, then it has a forward or a front and a back, I guess.
I think it has a forward. I don't. Does like a ball have a front when you throw it?
No.
A question for the ages, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. That's like mannequins are just humanoid to begin with. Like a robot is kind of like a mannequin.
It's like a mannequin that can shoot lasers.
So like a mannequin.
Yeah,
I mean,
mannequin,
let's go to the differences between them.
Yeah, no, I played Condemned.
It's I think it's the fishnets really that make a robot.
That's what really. You're not a real robot till you're wearing a fishnet.
Frankly, if you can't,
you're just
fit
a machine
in like
at
a
that
nightclub.
It's just fucking like a checkout stand, like an automatic checkout. It's just kind of like clubwear, just leaned across it.
So wait, now that raises the question: if you put fishnets on a mannequin, is it a robot?
Yes.
Cool. See, there we go.
It's all coming together.
We're making history. That the Gazette reports.
The Gazette reports difference between
time.
Robot and mannequin.
We found the link between mannequin and robot.
Between between mannequin and machine.
Mannequin. Oh, dude, have you seen I don't know if you've been to like a Target recently. It's the only place I can think of that does this. Have you seen the baby mannequins?
No.
I'm not a fan. They're just mannequins, but they're for like toddlers. But they also have ones that are just for like infants.
Weird.
Yeah, it's really off-putting.
I feel like I've always like believed that that's existed. I've just never pictured one. Like if you were like, yeah, there's baby mannequins, I'd be like, yeah, of course. But like, I never really thought about it.
Well, I'll be honest. It's just weird because the more mannequin types you make, like the more stages of human life you make, it just makes mannequins feel alive. They have like maternity mannequins, and now they have like baby mannequins.
Like
I'm wondering how many times the mannequins fuck at night. And if so, how does any of that work?
Mannequin love is very confusing. They did not cover that in sex ed.
No, well, of course not. Parents were outraged.
Yeah, did not sign that consent form, my dad.
And Dad was like, they're teaching you about mannequin sex! That's what a commie would do.
Should be learning about womannequin sex.
Hey, exactly. Go ask your mother about this. Oh, that corn dog.
God made Robbie and Eve, not Robbie and C-3PO.
Although, who's to say, really?
Who's to say what kind of robots God would make?
Aha. See, now if the robot doesn't need the head, why does it have the head?
That is an excellent question.
That's always been a funny thing in my opinion. When like in movies where they shoot like a robot, they get shot in a movie. It's like the joke from Xanth of like the rock being flipped over. It's like, why would you think I can't see?
Yeah, why would you think that?
I'm a rock. I have no eyes.
Still a rock. Yeah.
It's just funny because the more you make a robot humanoid, the more you start like attributing humanoid things to it. So if it like the head is unnecessary, where do you shoot it?
That is a good. You know what? That is an excellent fucking question. Yeah, why wouldn't you put like essential function as it is shoe?
Yeah, just chest. Let's like just heavily armor the chest and make the head a red herring.
Yeah. Just a bunch of lights and nothing.
It's just a bunch of smoke and mirrors.
There's a sensor in it so he knows when it explodes so he can pretend to die.
Why not?
And then get up and sneak back so you can repair it.
That's how I'd build one. That's officially how my robots are built now. Change the blueprints.
Change the blueprint. Get it.
B-boob.
That's how the mayor's robots are built. Well, I'm down one robot.
Oh, shit. Wait, what?
Boom, 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 boom. I will continue.
So wait, do you just not have that robot anymore?
No, I can still play. Oh, okay. But I'm gonna switch now.
Yeah, there you go.
No reason. Let's be this guy.
The yellow one.
Yeah, I'm really bad with him, but it's fun.
Love it.
He's super cool. He looks like the kind of robot a crazy person would build.
Yeah.
He's very like I don't know. He's just, nothing about him is the way a person should be. But he's like a good bad guy robot. Like, if I built robots, this guy would be my number 2. That, like, is foreshadowed throughout the movie, and the, you know, James Bond has to fight in the end. Or I don't know who fights robots.
But would you, Kyle Reese?
Kyle Reese fights robot.
Oh
no, Kyle Reese fights.
He fights a bunch.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh man, I went kind of deep diving on Terminator stuff. I now know the difference between like the T-800 and the Model 101. Turns out the Model 101 is just the Arnie looking one. But there's a bunch of different models.
Yeah, that makes sense. That there would be ones that look like they can't all look like one tall Austrian man. Otherwise, they couldn't be a stealth robot.
Right.
You need ones that just look like, you know, regular people and
Jesse
janitors.
Ventura.
Jesse, naturally.
And the Hulk Hogan. They all have
that
to
would
look
be
like
amazing
giants.
if they were all bodybuilders. Like the robots are just like human strong. Like they have like a Vitruvian man, and they're like, yeah, all humans are buff. What that's what they look like. They have no like outlying data to work on, so they're just it's like
where would you store the 8 hearts?
Giant chested. Oh my god.
Well, because if you think about it, the 101 is pretty much that robot just with like a human skin, so they kind of all have to be those dimensions, right?
Yeah. Because yeah, you're right. Because he's the same thing on the inside.
Yeah. But anyway, so there's the T-800, there's the T-850. I didn't know there was a different one.
I didn't know about that either.
Well, it's a bad movie. Terminator 3 is not good.
Yeah, Terminator 3 is of such a quality that I've seen it twice. I can tell you nothing about it except the ending. That's literally
it's an absolute shitty bait and switch ending.
Not good. Yeah, I can remember literally not a single other event in the entire fucking movie.
But yeah, for some reason it's a different model, or it's a different base unit.
Okay. There is a Schwarzeneggerian Schwarzenbolden robot in that one?
Yeah, it's the same one. It's
knock knock.
Hello, who's there? Oh, fire!
Fucking
oh god, is it
Chainsaw Larry?
Oh, for a second I was half expecting that boss from Splatterhouse with the chainsaw hands.
Oh, don't even fucking talk about that.
We beat him.
Yeah. We beat everything, and my heart hurts for it.
So, the other thing that always bothered me... I'm gonna get on a Terminator bend as long as we're doing this.
Okay, sure. Let's talk about Terminator.
Let's do it. You're pretty familiar with T2, right?
Yeah. Terminator 2.
Okay. Do you remember the beginning of that when the T-1000 shows up and, kills the cop and just takes his outfit?
Yes.
Okay, check this out. That cop doesn't look like, Robert Patrick.
Correct.
So, the T-1000 has a base model look. Why? It's liquid metal,
Maybe it just has a number of defaults, you know? So he's like, this is, he went through his file, this is me imagining it. I'm a machine making this liquid robot.
Yeah.
A funny answer would have been much better, but I'm already here. I'm a machine making this liquid robot. I give him just, a gigabyte of different pictures of different types of, so he's just got
I like the idea of a liquid metal assassin having 1 gig
just devoted to
just one I imagine that's very small.
Yeah, for them it's nothing. That's a JPEG.
They've got a few thousand terabytes in there. It's you get 1 gig
of
basically a hologram. This is your entire identity. We put it in about a 512 megger. Just something. Here's a SNES picture to go off of.
Dude.
Some Fire Emblem profiles.
Dolph Lundgren over here. But yeah, he would just have a bunch of pictures of policemen, and he would just be where am I? What do policemen look like here? And he just amorphizes a face out of a bunch, just combines a bunch of them randomly to get a unique face. Why he doesn't change it every time is a way better question.
Yeah, why? The only way
why does he never pretend to be Arnold's model and trick people?
I think it's because Arnold's model was bigger than him, and they say that he can't fuck with his volume.
Yeah, but he could hollow himself out.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? I don't see a good. I think a robot wouldn't think to do that.
Yeah,
I think you have to literally excuse the logic with just a robot only thinks the way a robot thinks. That's why humans win. That's why humans won the war.
It's
because
well,
robots.
At the time, they hadn't.
Well, not yet, anyway.
Well, the future's yet
Now they never did.
Oh no, they do.
No, it never happened. Now.
Well, okay, fair enough.
They win the conceptual war by finally
replacing it with a different war.
Well, they finally admitted that you can change the fucking future, which was the war of my heart. Was them just never committing to whether or not the fucking time travel works.
Well, it just does. On the face of it, it doesn't. The first movie's a paradox. Because what is it? Because they send the Terminator back to kill John Connor, who already doesn't exist unless you send Kyle Reese back. Yeah. Who gets sent back by his dad.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. And then they spend 50 years of fucking our television and movie type just media trying to walk that backward and forward in different directions.
Yeah. Or I would just pose, what if John Connor is just a title? What if it's not what if there isn't one?
There isn't an John Connor. They're just
there just always will be one.
Oh, like maybe there was a John Connor, but it is not that lady's son.
Yeah, why not?
Or she had a different son that was equally dangerous.
Well, because in the first movie,
maybe she's the important thing, not the dad.
There's
and if you had seen them if you had seen John Connor he's just like a
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh yeah,
go back in time and find my mother, Sarah Connor.
He just looks nothing like it, like no traits in common.
Tell her the future is yet to be determined.
Goddamn. Dude, I really liked the newest one.
Actually, I did too, and everybody shits on it a lot.
I think people are just like they're into Terminator to hate it now at this point. And I get why. There's been enough shitty Terminator movies that
you and me went to go see that together.
I really fucking liked it. I thought it was an awesome movie.
I did too. I think the best way to put it was what did you expect it to be? You can't just make T2 again.
And I didn't
because
want
that would suck.
It wouldn't be a good movie. Terminator 2 is good just because it is what it is at a point in time. It's just an interesting, cool, weird action movie with crazy time travel shit going on.
Did you say action? It's funny.
It's very little action in it. Yeah.
I totally consider those to be horror movies.
The first one I'd call horror. The second one just starts with a 20-minute car chase.
It does, but at the same time, that is easily a creepier villain. That's definitely a horror movie villain, in my opinion.
Maybe.
A metal mimic.
Yeah. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'll put it this way. If he used guns, it wouldn't be. He doesn't. He uses bladed weapons, which is such a horror movie trope, in my opinion.
Yeah,
anyway, what the fuck
fine here, Ninja Warriors.
Robots?
Yeah, I don't. I think it holds out. Yeah, it doesn't really. What is a horror movie? You can't put that genre in a box.
I would definitely say it's not okay, fine. It's an action movie where the villain is a slasher movie villain.
Sure.
Best I can come up with.
Okay, it's fine with me. Yeah. And I'm not in the business of deciding what genre movies sit in, so it's a thriller.
And then I would flip it. The first one I would call it's a horror movie with an action movie villain. I think they're very perfect. They're perfectly split. My only beef is in the one we were talking about, Dark Fate. I just don't love the enemy Terminator.
I straight up can't remember him.
He was the one that had the metal body that could nanite himself off of the metal body.
Oh yeah, that's right. And he split it. I actually thought that was kind of a neat concept.
He was.
Ain't no beef with it.
The only defense I'd have for it is where did you want him to go from here?
Yeah. It's fine. I don't know. What's the right answer?
Yeah, well,
there's no clean this is what it should have been. You're wrong. There isn't a what it should have been. You're just making a weird movie. Well, whatever it's gonna be, whatever it's gonna be.
It's basically if you ever play Armored Core, if you're gonna be mad that they're super robots, then you're just when they turn into that, then what did you want? Just the same shit?
Yeah.
Just go play Mech Warrior. That was out at the time.
Yeah, Mech Warrior's not the same.
It's not. But you can't just.
I get. You stepped in a grave with that analogy. There is an important distinction.
There is, but if you want big clunky mechs, it's niche at this point.
It was always niche in my opinion, but
yeah.
There's just less. There's so little of it that taking one away really hurts.
But like
This guy is not working hard on me right here.
But like first Terminator, you got big clunky, like awesome, like tanky robot. Then you got stealthy liquid metal one. Where you go from there? You gonna just do the same shit again?
Yeah.
That was Genesis, and it was not well received.
And honestly, Genesis was fine. It was okay. It was fine. I didn't dislike it.
It was fine, but it did like the cardinal sin of most sequels, and it just made me want to go watch the old ones.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Not really, but
when you watch Die Hard 2, aren't you just like, boy, I wish Die Hard 1's really good? It's not because it's a bad movie. It's just the first one's really good.
I used to, but then I started to really love Die Hard 2 for what it is. Like, for what it is.
This is like Die Hard 2, but in an office building.
No, I like both of them differently. It's kind of like Jurassic Park 1 and 2 are just very different movies.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Well, I like Die Hard 2, but that's my point is reminding you of the first one isn't necessarily a bad thing.
No,
just be a different cool movie.
But it'd be like in that scenario, it would make me like I would watch Die Hard 2 and I'd just turn it off halfway through and just put Die Hard 1. Like it would be like I'd rather just be watching the old one at that point. Like Genesis had an entire opening bit that was all just dick sucking references to like the first two movies. And I'm like, oh, those first two ones were so good.
Yeah.
And then they would be like, yeah, but now Kyle Reese is played by I forget who because I don't like him. I don't like him personally. I just don't like him as an actor.
You're talking about
Jai Courtney.
Yeah, I like him actually.
Okay.
He's funny on sight. That is, he's an okay actor. He's fine. I've seen him in a few things. I never actually just figured out how to do that jump kick. I've never known.
The can.
Yeah. I am a big robot. I weigh 10 tons.
Why can't I dance like this?
My kick breaks spines in half and will. Nope.
My kick goes right through your sternum. I just kicked you through the goddamn lungs and now you're dead. You're just a fucking guy.
What chance did they have?
I don't know why they made me sing.
I don't either. It was cruel.
Beep boop. Now all I want to do is be in show tunes.
They say I'm a singing robot, and it's very cruel that they made me sing while I dismember your corpses.
Why am I stuck to this monotone bullshitty voice box? I aspire to sing much better than this.
Yeah.
Anyway, murder.
I was gonna say Armored Core.
Yeah.
I won't go too down on a tangent on it, but I feel like the reason why people didn't like the change is because Armored Core was never limited by concepts, it was always limited by technology. Armored Core never was like there is like a this is the best Armored Core, but it never got to really live its full potential. You know what I mean? To be everything that it was on a next-gen system that could really handle what it was actually trying to do, would have been something.
That was the first Steel Battalion. There you go. That's what Armored Core was eventually going to become.
But playable. But people would actually get to play it.
Yeah. You know the one I'm talking about. The one.
I've played that fucking game.
Yeah. So yeah, like that is the ideal. I think that
is kind of the dream.
But smooth.
Well, also just being able to put in like 10 million different things you can do with your mech and all these concepts and like tuning and like there's just so many crazy things in Armored Core that its system could barely handle, to the point where when you're playing it, like your game is always mad. And like if you just had the opportunity to just push that one generation further and have a game system that had enough RAM to do all the crazy shit that game wanted to do, it would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But instead we got a Gundam game. This is not the same. Not the same. We're talking about the first Armored Core game for Xbox 360 or PS. I don't know if it's also on PS3, but it's definitely on 360.
Yeah, I just remember by that one you just felt like you're piloting a Gundam.
You really did, yeah. You had like a laser sword you were swinging around. It's just
and for people who have no idea why that's like different, I guess it depends on how invested you ever got into Gundam. Because there's like Gundams and there's mobile suits, and the mobile suits are absolutely like they're like the 99-cent store version of a Gundam. They're mass produced and nothing unique about them. It's kind of neater that way.
Oh yeah, they're way cool. I mean that's always been what's cool. That's essentially the point of original Gundam. Is it doesn't matter how good you are, the Gundam is technology you can't defeat.
Did you ever play Front Mission?
No.
It's basically if Armored Core was a tactics RPG game.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so you have the entire point is to basically like kill the other unit, but not kill the robot, just to kill the pilot.
Huh.
Because you can salvage and scrap their stuff to repair your mech.
That's cool.
I played the fourth one, the only one I can remember. And yeah, I remember being absolutely nail-bitingly low on funds. To the point where I had to develop one that just had a big knife that would just puncture through, kill the pilot. There you go, take it back to base, melt it down to screws.
I want you to pull every inch of copper wire out of the Zaku.
I want you to strip it down like a homeless guy on the street strips down to like a friggin' street light. Recycle it!
What's going on?
Oh. Yeah, there you go. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to get to my car, man!
Metis!
It's not my fault the Coliseum's on the waterfront! Oh, that's... I gotta remember like how far we got. We lost a lot of footage.
So much. Everything great happened in the chunk we lost.
Like, every joke we're gonna make is gonna be a reference to a lost episode, probably.
No, because we're not gonna make any more jokes. We're just gonna talk about Terminator.
Yeah, basically, yeah. What if Terminator was but Robot Ninja?
What if Terminator was Ninja?
It's a game.
Sure, that movie's out there somewhere. Yeah, it kind of is. Can I? All right.
After all, you're here to assassinate the mayor of Popteunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him too.
Popteunk. This is the.
Oh yeah, these guys aren't from here.
Those are the resistance. We fully acknowledge the K.
You fucking animals!
You don't even know how to pronounce your own words.
Can I go?
I like that you have a blaster meter that's very clearly like dropping grenades.
Yeah.
You like backflip and throw a bunch of pineapple.
Oh my god, he is dropping grenades. I never noticed. I just thought he was doing a cool backflip. You know, on video, he's like, "Do your special." You just do a cool backflip.
I don't know if he is or not.
It shows grenades. He like jumps. He looks like he's dropping ninja bombs. He totally looks that way.
Huh.
Never thought about it.
I would love to know what these
Holy
guys...
shit! Yeah, who is that guy? Is either on angel dust or is bionic.
Or is a Terminator.
It's very possible. This guy weighs like 8 tons.
Like, who decided these 3 like kung fu suit dudes were gonna be able to take a robot down?
They were almost right.
Just about, but at the same time, no. Like,
I found you!
Is this the mayor of Popteunk?
There he is!
Oh wow, that was fast.
Huh? Get that fucking charter!
I'm gonna add so many addendums, I'm gonna rider that thing to death!
I'm gonna get you, old Samuel L. Jackson looking dude.
I'm tired of these motherfucking people wanting their motherfucking stadium. Hey, drop some motherfucking bombs!
No stadium for you! Not in this house.
I forget who I was talking to. It might have been you. Did I ever tell you that I found some article that's like, it might be wrong, I don't know, but it's like Samuel L. Jackson is not happy that Jonah Hill apparently swears more than him.
What?
I don't know, it was just like something where it's like, turns out, yeah, Jonah Hill swears more in movies than he does.
Who cares?
Nobody, but it's funny.
Why?
It's just funny in my opinion that that's something that was like, no, that's my fucking thing.
God, I hope that's not true. Or at least, it's probably him just being like, Jonah Hill swears more than you, and he's like,
fucking kid.
Yeah, it's probably something more like that. I don't want to live in a world where that's actually true.
No, where he actually gives.
Where he actually gives it. Where he spends any time in his day. Samuel L. Jackson spends any time thinking about Jonah Hill.
The motherfucking kid from Moneyball.
Fucking from Moneyball.
Was he in that?
I don't know. I've never seen Moneyball.
I haven't either. I remember.
No. I know. What's his name? Chris Pratt's in Moneyball.
Why am I blanking on who that is?
Chris Pratt, he's like a dopey looking dude.
He's like
Friendly McGee.
He's Disney's Ryan Reynolds.
I think Ryan Reynolds is Disney's Ryan Reynolds.
Is he? I don't. Oh, that's right. No, because Deadpool's Marvel now.
Yeah. Now, just this year, Deadpool became a Marvel movie.
Hot take. Oh man, you gonna have to finish this out with the girl?
Nope. Done it.
Popteunk saved.
Saved. I'm the mayor now. Now I gotta finish destroying his cabinet, but we're doing good.
You're gonna be much more. It's gonna be a better town, probably.
Yeah, you can't get worse.
He's just sitting there like, what are taxes? Ah! Oh, wait. I thought that was the mayor.
Yeah, now I gotta finish taking out his cabinet.
Oh.
Remember, the mayor was only a puppet. Now I've got his motorcycle.
No,
I'm out of here.
Well, I was gonna say, what? Are you gonna go break his bulldozer?
Yes, the final mission. He keeps it under a lot of security.
If you end up demolishing his house with his bulldozer, that would be the most poetic victory.
Dude, can I just acknowledge for a second how fucking cool this game is?
Yeah, this game looks really nice.
The music is...
Even the background kind of looks like the SimCity background.
It really does, yeah.
It's all coming together, man.
The music is an absolute fucking jam on every level. All the backgrounds are gorgeous. This is the game I think of when I think of Super Nintendo.
I'll be honest, I'm not like I always want to be the guy that champions the Genesis, but the SNES just has a good music. It has like a good music.
I mean, it's not the Genesis. It came out later.
Yeah,
there were more music chips when the SNES came out. It's it's not Genesis's fault.
It wasn't designed to like dethrone the SNES. It was meant to go against the NES,
which it did the shit out of.
Yeah, to the point where they had to superfy it.
Yeah.
Not a Super Genesis. They thought it was tacky.
Unnecessary.
They decided to instead
rested on their laurels.
But it's just they were going to instead put a bunch of life support on the Genesis and make that thing look like it's covered in tumors.
So cool.
It's cool, but also that is...
I didn't say it was good, I said it was awesome.
Skeevy.
It's cool like a fucking... Well, you know, it's an interesting thing. Like the concept of it is there. It's a shame that it how do I... Not that...
Didn't work?
Nah, it's whatever. This guy... Characters have a bunch of, like, special fighting game moves that I don't know. And he has a cool one where he, like, uses half of his special bar and he shoots these cool, like, heat things off of it. I don't know how to describe them. He's got these little, like, shoulder...
Half circle back forward.
Tentacles?
Like, you say fighting game moves, and I'm just like...
Yeah, I think it is a quarter circle. It might be, like...
It's probably, like,
But I'm pretty sure you have to do it from a crouch.
Oh, jeez. Maybe it's...
Hang on, let's see if we've got fighting game knowledge. Go! It's those things.
It might be a Shoryuken. Best of luck pulling them off. I'm not like... fuck it.
I won't waste more time on it.
I know that's a super basic move in fighting games. I just cannot pull them off reliably.
Hadoukens?
No, Shoryukens.
Oh.
The forward down, like down forward.
Oh, is that the Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time you input it, you're just hitting forward again.
Yeah, dude, I can't. I've never been able to figure Z's out. I don't know why they're in video games, and no one has ever been able to adequately explain it to me, except that fighting games are hard, are needlessly hard for no reason.
Like I can pull off like full circle moves and still get them to land without jumping.
Yeah, full circle's so much easier than a Z.
You just do them in midair. By the time you land, it's inputting. Yeah, but like the Z just never fucking worked. Have you? Did I ever show you like the Geese Howard pretzel? That's like forward, back, forward, half circle, and like down, forward again.
Yeah, you were showing me that last time we were talking about
the fucking Utz pretzel move.
Yeah, I just don't...
The Snyder spin.
Who are you helping by making moves that difficult to input?
I don't know. Why do you have to do it twice?
Just so that only people who are really good at fighting games get to play your game.
Only
anyone else get
pro controllers with input like algorithms.
I'd like to play Street Fighter. Are you a top-notch fighting game player? Then get the fuck out of here. We don't want you. It sets such a ridiculous bar. I don't know why. It's like it comes on this idea that like a game has to be hard to play to have a high skill ceiling. It just doesn't. That's just not correct.
That's funny. I was thinking about like a list of games a while back that were just games I wish I liked.
Dude, Street Fighter is at the top of my list of games I wish I liked.
Yeah, for a number of reasons. One, I really like the characters in it.
Yeah, it's a great roster.
And then for two, I just wish I didn't have to explain why I don't like Street Fighter. Because it's just it's a fine fighting game. I just can't play it. Yeah, and it's like super fucking frustrating to not be good at a game you wish you could like. To the point to where it's like I can't even play this.
I get you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care really so long as I can get enough of the basics down to know what's happening and like You know what I mean? I need to understand when something happens to me. I need to at least know why. That's my bit. That's a very low bar. And for Street Fighter, I can't even reach up to it. Everything's so fucking crazy. Like, yo, that was why did this happen? Frame data is the answer. Like 95% of the time, it's just a frame data thing. I'm like, man, that is not a game.
That's not an answer.
That is only for people who played the absolute crazy, ever-loving shit out of this game.
Congratulations, you've applied God works in mysterious ways to a
video game. Yeah.
Well, why did that Shoryuken do like 3 times damage? That's what happens when you like I wasn't countering. The game said you countered. Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't do that on my own. Well, you have to learn how to do that to fully get the absolute potential out of that character.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not playing that character.
I have so much like with fighting games in general where I'm like, I like everything about this game except playing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, I like all the concepts. I like the things. I like the characters. I like the designs. I like the way it handles. I don't like doing the same game, literally playing the same game against a different, like, dummy 6 million times.
Yeah,
it's just not, like, the whole game is walk into a place, fight a guy. I know that's a lot of video games, but a fighting game is just like, the background changes and the guy you fight changes, but the thing that you're doing is the same every time. It's got the MOBA problem, like, how many times can you fight over this same lane? Apparently a million billion, but I get real bored with it.
Those will never die off. Well, no. There's a bit of story. If you play Dead or Alive, sometimes the other girl took your cabbage. And you wanted the last cabbage.
Gotta get that.
She's gotta die.
And I need to know that story, otherwise.
That was legitimately a story in one of the arcs. Is you go to buy a watermelon, and then one of the other girls gets the last watermelon.
I mean,
and then you fight her.
There's no defending Dead or Alive. That's just.
I wish there was.
Why?
Because I think it's a really cool looking game. I think it looks great as a fighting game. It's very cinematic, and that's what I liked about it when I was growing up.
Yeah, I don't.
But the mechanics of it can just eat my ass sometimes.
Like I have always known Dead or Alive as bad Tekken.
the 6 different required counters.
Yeah, this is bananas.
Can like fuck off.
But yeah, that kind of shit's just wild. I don't. But it's like it comes down to just like this. Just the genre's not for me.
Oh, fair enough.
I could play it when I can play it. But some games definitely pull it off better. I think about this like I don't like cola, but if I have to drink one, I'll pick Coke. That's how I feel about Mortal Kombat. I don't like fighting games, but if I'm gonna play one, it's gonna be it's gonna be a NetherRealm game because they designed the game for you to be able to fucking learn it. You don't need complicated frame data to learn how to play the goddamn game.
Well, it depends. If you want to go through the tutorials, you're gonna have to learn some absolute bullshit. But there are infamously difficult character tutorials, like Mortal Kombat vs. DC. There's a Joker one that's like, hey, can you parallel park inside of a plane while it's absolutely in the middle of a tailspin? No. Well, then enjoy being mediocre as fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's
Can
one
you
of those...
input grab while you're, like, doing standing frame cancels in the middle of their fall animation?
Yeah, I get you. Like, I don't give a shit if that's in there. That's fine. I can play the game and do my character's moves, and they all make sense. And I mean, like, that's the shit I'm in it for. I'm glad that fighting games now have tutorials that teach you, like, end game shit. Like, they can teach you, like, very high in the skill ceiling, which I think is awesome because I don't have to do those. But I understand the fucking game is the important thing.
Yeah.
I don't need to do double Z's to do my character's moves. Shit, it doesn't use symbols that just make. Where you literally like, what does that mean? Oh, that's the HPK. What the fuck does that mean? That's high punch kick. What button is that? It's triangle. How was I supposed to know that? Oh, you're just supposed to know that high punch kick is triangle. Why? Why wouldn't it say triangle? Like, well, they want the controls to be universal so that everyone can look at it and know that HPK means triangle. But how would you know that if you didn't already know it meant triangle?
Oh man,
the answer to that is, I don't know, man. Let's just make it easier.
Dude, at that point, I've gotten so used to people just being like 2.
I don't like that either. Is it fucking hard?
You just have to know them, I guess?
Yeah, it's like this fucking secret spy code, and you just have to know what that is what is 2 on every character. I don't know.
Welcome to In-N-Out.
Say goddamn
2,
punch.
1, down 4.
Okay, granted, but In-N-Out sells 4 things. I can be bothered. If there was one character, it'd be fine.
But yeah, overall, I'm with you. I definitely prefer like MK, but I kind of need it to be like modern MK. I can't go back to the old ones. I just can't play them.
I love playing the old Mortal Kombat games because everyone's bad at them. You can bust it out at any party.
I mean,
everyone's garbage. You'll have a good time. Everyone's gonna fuck around. It's always gonna be a fun time. If I pull out a modern Mortal Kombat game, there's a chance somebody there's gonna be good at it, and no one else is gonna have fun.
Oh, so what you mean is like everybody you know is bad at them?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I've seen people that can absolutely.
Yeah, but that's true every video game ever. That's factual. That's a universal argument. There's someone who's really good at it. There's no video game that doesn't have a savant somewhere, and like every fighting game has at least a little community
Custer's
of people.
Revenge.
Cut the legend.
You show me somebody speed running that game.
I bet you can find it if you look.
Yeah, it's something you gotta want to find.
Yeah, you gotta be going out of your way for it. But yeah, so like I like them for that reason. They also don't really handle like any other games. Yeah. So you can sit down and just like whatever. Like no one's gonna get an ego about it because none of you know what you're doing.
The only issue I've had with like modern MK games is super minor. It's almost like a cosmetic thing. It's just that like I don't like when brutalities are counters. Like I can't predict when the opponent's gonna attack.
Oh.
Don't make one of my cool finisher moves based on a thing I don't have any control over.
I got no beef with that. I like the idea of having like stuff you don't expect turn into a cool finishing thing. I think that's awesome. A good way to add like texture to the game.
It's fine in theory. They usually turn out to be some of the coolest looking ones, but at the same time, I can't like reliably pull that off.
That's the point. Is it's rare and cool, right? Like if you did it, like if you could do it reliably, then it's just another fatality.
It's just another fatality that doesn't have like a 5-minute wind up that you get tired of looking at.
That's on NetherRealm for making their fatalities way too long. I agree with that completely.
It's funny because you start to really like those old like throwback ones because they're just snappy and to the point.
Yeah, they just get the job done and then you're in and out.
That said, I don't hate the newer ones. They're fine, but
very long.
Well, there comes a point where like because I remember grinding through a bunch of the secret shit and they're like, do what is it? 25 fatalities against each character.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna get tired of looking at that real fast. Like, there's only 2 per character, so I have to look at each one of them minimum 12 times.
Yeah,
okay.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that gets a skosh.
This guy's the fucking Iron Curtain right here. These guys. Okay, got rid of the other guy. We're all right.
Done. Done and done. Up.
Whoop.
Why do they have like some random boss physics sometimes?
They have front armor.
Oh.
You gotta hit them from behind.
That's booty.
A little. They're cool though.
They are. They're
it's
awesome.
extra. This guy is the only guy who can't just grab anybody he wants.
Uh-huh.
So for everybody else, you're supposed to like grapple him.
Gotcha.
But that back weakness is kind of just for him. His he can still grab people, but it's really hard. Like there's like an input. Normally you just walk into people and grab them.
Yeah, old Final Fight rules.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Although hello.
Out of here. No, thank you. Nothing to do with this.
Go! Protect your Goblin King!
Now they have helmets!
They have helmets and look a little bit like Predators.
Cool fucking music.
Like, yeah, that is pretty snazzy. But yeah, for some reason, I'm like, oh, they look like the Yautja from Predator now. Because they have kind of like the same helmet with the dreads on them.
Oh yeah, I guess I can kind of see that.
And they're giant.
Yeah, they're also very big.
But I guess, to be fair, I can't pick on them for being huge.
I think they're gonna get me too.
Do you have to do the whole level over again?
I think it's just the boss.
Okay. Boosh! Dip!
Man, he's a cool robot.
Now I'm dead.
That was his voice the whole time. Didn't come out. He's Skeletor in there. Damn!
Alright, go back to John Connor, like, you got me!
I'm defeated.
No, if he had a voice now, I mean, it's gonna be my go-to. It's gonna be Richard fucking Kind. He's gonna be like, I was a robot once. I went back in time to dethrone a dictator in a town called Popteunk. You've never heard of it.
Popteunk? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I went there for a week. Also,
not a good vacation spot.
My only beef with this character is she doesn't even look like a robot.
She does not. I actually think Yeah, it's needless because they gave her boobs. That's kind of that's the losing point on it. But I like the idea that just one of them has skin in case they need one of them to have skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think this is based on absolutely nothing but me having played the game a million times. I think she is the most finished of the three of them. Because in the Jesus Christ, they fucked me up. In the backstory of it, you're three unfinished robots that they just like pull out of the vat early. Basically, you're like half done. So I think she is like represents what they're supposed to look like at the end of the day.
Well, she definitely seems the least finished now.
She's completely finished now.
Oh, there you
100% done.
Big guy.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's switch over.
I think one of my only beef with her is just she reminds me of like Zero. Like, why does this robot have hair? Who decided that?
Sure, hers does serve a purpose. She strangles people with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
That couldn't have been like robot tentacles or anything.
Nope, it had to be dumb hair. Yeah, I agree.
No, it had to be Vidal Sassoon levels hair.
Yeah. No, I agree. I would much rather she just had like fucking metal dreadlocks or something. Would have been awesome.
I don't know, like you could have just had like a cute ninja girl in any game about ninjas. This is about robot ninjas.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They give her like a Supergirl walk too. Like just everything you don't want your cool ass kicking girl to do.
Oh, so basically they did the same thing they did to Samus, where they're just like, what if we just made her have like that the swishy hip walk now?
Not cool.
I'm like, I guess you could, but who are you doing it for?
Yeah.
Who does it serve? Does it serve anybody in the universe?
Not Metroid fans.
Or does it
fucking
serve fucking people that are just like playing the game for some TNA? And I think everybody knows the answer to that.
Wrong. That. Why would you come to Metroid for that? It's the one thing you never want from Samus.
You go to DOA. It's already not a good game.
Jeez, these guys are tearing me up. I don't know. I've never fucking understood the idea of trying to sex up Samus. It just makes no sense to me. The point of her is that she's in armor. That's what makes her cool. She's Boba Fett. Yeah. I don't want sexy Boba Fett. You lose. You're not Boba Fett anymore.
Wait a minute. You wouldn't have Boba Fett looking kind of like Pantheon from League. Just the helmet, the oiled up bare chest, like a mankini and some boots.
Not in universe.
No, but that's
I won't deny
way funny.
It would be very funny, but I don't want it to be canonic.
I mean, I'm sure he's looked like that once.
Yeah.
He had to like bathe one time, right?
I suppose so. I don't know, but but I don't want. Yeah, and I'm sure Samus takes showers, but that's not the thing that makes her cool.
But she doesn't like go out of her way to really enjoy it.
She's not cool.
She's just like I smell like ass.
Well, she's not cool because she's hot. She's cool because she's a killer. That's the thing that makes her awesome. It doesn't matter what's under the armor.
I feel like it's funny. I feel like back when we first were doing like Mega Man X5, I think we had this exact conversation. It wasn't X5. It was some other game.
We talked about this about Tomb Raider too.
That was the one where you were just kind of like.
Concept.
Yeah, at the time I was just really into some girl that could be like a murderer.
It was just like there's like a concept of like a hot chick was this character who was a psychopath, but like.
It's just I love the joke of like a Tinder profile. It'll be like, single, 20-something, definitely murderer,
ready to kill, single and ready to.
Thrill.
Shingle, I don't know.
Single and ready to shingle.
Where I was going with that.
Tinder for roofers. Single and ready to shingle.
Timber is what it's called because they're roofers. Go. Single and ready to shingle. Ooh, fuck that up.
Shingle and mingle.
ChristianShingle.com. Fuck.
Oh man, they're always gonna lead with that jump kick.
Yeah. It's very difficult.
Oh, nice.
There we go. It's hard to like move backwards quickly.
Why I feel like why didn't they have separate health bars?
It seems odd, right? Because they have the helmets you see there. Their brains are connected.
Oh,
yeah,
that adds up. Even he's just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
Beep.
Like, beep boop. Well, whatever.
I'm writing this out of the town charter. That's for sure.
We don't have no town charter anymore. All these trees, burn them. I don't even want paper.
Ah, tree. Well, we must be near the stadium. We're out in the wilderness.
Oh, that's true. Careful, don't fall in the water. Did you take a train? You're on tracks.
Yep. It all adds up.
Jeez, if only we got that. If only that footage didn't get absolutely lost.
Yep. So funny. You'd be
Yeah,
dead.
these jokes would be absolutely
You would have
landing.
actually died from how funny they are.
Oh, that
You
one
would
guy
have
who
crapped
had-
your pants and fallen over into your own crapped pants. That's how.
It's just,
What's that line from Community? It's gonna be so good, it's gonna make the devil poop God's pants.
I thought the first thing that came to mind was when we were doing that movie pitch, and you're gonna have to fuck, eat, and kill like a real tiger.
Fuck, eat and kill a real tiger. I don't even remember that.
You don't remember?
I remember the movie pitches. It's just like it's a blur.
It's been a while. It's been almost a year at this point. I
It's
think.
been a long time.
Man,
The weather's getting spicy again, so
time sure does stand at an absolute crawl when things aren't happening. Huh?
it flew by for me.
Yeah.
So much shit, man.
Oh, you know, I'm
No.
being playfully sarcastic as usual.
I never. Ben, I never. Ooh,
I did well. What can I say?
who's bombing the
Yeah,
trains?
why?
Quick, take the motorcycle. Not like that.
Whoa! I like
Who
that you
are
have
you?
iframes and you're picking up and throwing the motorcycle.
Yeah,
That's convenient.
yeah, it's very nice.
Ah!
Ah, I
Crap.
tried to use it to dodge. Got cocky. A little too penisy.
Get a little penisy there, kid. Put the dick away.
Yes.
I don't wanna.
Peeled him out of that corner. Shelled him like a clam.
I was gonna say like a pistachio.
Yeah, you're a Rocky
But,
denizen.
I must debug you.
He's out there breathing fire. Oh, get back here. There we go. Got
If
him.
he dies, he dies.
If you die, you die. If you live, you live. Either way, we breathe fire.
That's
Where
fun.
I'm from is none of your business.
God, I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. Rocky 4.
Oh yeah, it's a good movie.
I remember
It
being
catches a lot of heat. I think people give that. I think people have blown that movie's ending vastly out of proportion to what actually happens in the film.
I just remember that at some point there was. I remember listening to somebody watch it. It might have been a doctor, and they're just like, if he punches that hard, this is a bad fight for Rocky. Like one punch and he's probably done boxing for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Well, you mean Rocky punching that hard?
No, like
You
if
mean- yeah,
Drago punches him like one time.
I think that doctor should have watched the first half of the movie, because that's kind of a factor.
Well, like that's the point. Is like he gets hit a lot in that fight.
Oh yeah, I see.
And that's one of those like, oh,
You
he
can't
should have
be
like
tough.
you can't just like out tough being hit by a truck.
That's a fact. Do you remember how the Rocky 6 begins?
Yeah, 'cause he's got Rocky 5, isn't it?
Or Rocky 5,
He's
yeah.
got DTs like
Yeah.
directly after the fight. He's got like shaking fists.
That's-
He's like, I need to go to a hospital.
Yeah, he's like standing in the shower. He's all fucked up. Yeah, dude, so good.
Well, no, isn't it? What's her name? Is just like, you need to go to a doctor. He's like, no, just sleep it off. It's fine.
Yeah,
And it's not fine.
it is not
Spoiler.
fine. Yeah, it's not
Very
good.
not okay.
Did you know the guy from Rocky 5, that kid, is an actual boxer with that actual name?
Cool.
He had very. Apparently, his career was brief and sad.
Oh, not cool.
Yeah, I can't. Somebody told me the story. I don't remember the details. Look it up, so I don't misquote it. I just remember going, Jesus, that's fucking awful. Was a real dude though, named Tommy Gunn.
Huh. Fuck, who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the director of something else, Gunn.
James Gunn.
James Gunn, that's the one. Not James Gunn.
I don't know who. What has James Gunn directed?
PG porn.
No, that's not helpful.
No, it's just fucking funny. No, he was Guardians of the Galaxy. I think, right?
Has he directed anything good? This is my next question.
I'm trying to I don't remember. I very rarely could I tell you what a director has directed unless they're like the household name ones like Spielberg.
Oh yeah.
Like Kubrick. I don't know. Like I'm much better with actors.
Yeah.
You know they're on screen. All the time.
Yeah, directors are a little bit harder. I used to always get the Coen brothers and the Russo brothers mixed up. Just forgot they were not the same person for a long time.
Yeah, it turns out it's not just every brother in Hollywood. It's
Not
just,
all the same
It's
two
just
people
all
know.
a bait and switch.
Yeah, not factual. Didn't know. They both make really good stuff though. Like they're both like you wouldn't go amiss thinking that it was gonna be one and then finding out it was the other. You're still gonna watch something worthwhile.
You know, not like the Koch brothers.
Not like the Koch brothers.
This guy's really panning out.
Yeah, I'm really good with him because I played him the most.
I thought you specifically said you weren't good with him at the beginning.
Well, I mean, just like that. Like he lived the longest when we were fucking around today. So I just completely warm with him. You know what I mean?
Oh, gotcha. Every run's a fresh leg run.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
Dude, we're in the boat. These guys are gonna kill me.
Maybe not with that attitude.
Oh
no! If they keep turning around, you're screwed.
They're so good at turning around. No! Crack!
Oh, my back.
No, I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
Oh, my chassis.
Oh, my chassis. My chassis.
Oh, my chaser. Oh, my whiskey chaser. Wait, why would you ever chase with whiskey? You don't...
Because you're drinking Everclear or something.
Oh,
straight moonshine.
Either that or you're just so in the bag that anything's just like, I'm chasing it.
Chasing a dragon is what you're chasing.
Chasing whiskey with more whiskey. Fucking sailor.
Or, I don't know, a bunch of weed.
I don't know, gasoline.
It's just ethanol.
Yeah, moonshine.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, just punched like 3 guys. Now I'm gonna breathe fire at him. Nope, that didn't pan out. I love that look on his face. He was like, that's not working.
Yeah, nope.
He just got that look of
your
like,
turn.
Oh, man. Oh, well, I'm here.
Yep. Damn it!
Yeah!
His skills!
God dang!
His skills were unstoppable.
They indeed had the financial powers to pay bills. Ow.
Still kind of hoping I can figure out.
Every fucking time with those dive kicks, man. Any game that has those.
Yeah, thankfully, I too have a dive kick. Well, I have a dive. Dive mantis.
I have a dive get kicked in the legs.
Ah!
In what world is kicking the legs out of a robot really that bad? He doesn't, like, have back problems.
I guess that's true.
You don't, like, knock him down and break his spirit. He just gets up.
He just gets up.
Really?
With cold efficiency.
He's, like, the epitome of the song Tub Thumping. He gets knocked down and he gets up again.
Oh my god.
You're never gonna keep him down. Yeah, it's talking about robot ninjas.
That song is Tub Thumping?
I thought that's what it's called.
Maybe it is.
I know very little about
I
that.
thought Tub Thumping was an Oingo Boingo song.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the song I'm thinking of.
I'm not in my element enough to say with any kind of confidence. I'm just gonna assume you're right.
Dude, at this point, I honestly couldn't.
Hey, threw all 3 of them in one. The muscle! Oh, shit, please don't kill me! Yeah, how do you like that?
I'm trying to remember what the name of that brand is. Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba, that's what I'm thinking of.
Definitely in the same vein as Oingo Boingo.
I think that's
goofy word rhyming with another goofy word.
Chumbo Boingo.
Boopta noopta. There you go.
Boopta scoopty.
Boomtin poomtin.
Boopta goopty.
Actually.
Pumptin pumptin. Poopta pumptin. Fuck.
It's a great band.
Great band.
I only know like 2 songs of theirs. I know the Tub Thumping song, and I know the El Fusilado song, which is super fucking catchy. And all a cappella.
This sweet fucking Wonka sideways elevator. Look at that nice background that's completely covered by the grate.
Very wasted.
Very wasted. What a loss.
It's like a Waldo painting back there. He's just back there like, whoa! Oh man, if you could like, if there was like a New Game Plus where you could just get an outfit that's just like the ski hat, the sweater, glasses. It's just this guy. I don't know why. It wouldn't even fit. Funny though.
Dressed as Waldo. That should always be an alternate costume.
Waldo.
It's Waldo hat and scarf.
Or Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah, also a good choice. The classy choice between the two, but both are good.
The poor man's Carmen Sandiego, just Waldo. Hi!
Hello. I'm right here. I do not get plane tickets.
I'm regular Waldo. I am Bizarro Waldo.
Regular Waldo.
I'm also hard to find. Me too. That's why I said also.
What? Did you hear that little sound effect?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, gotcha. I'm out of here.
I am Bizarro Ninja. Not regular ninja.
Regular ninja.
Oh. Good to meet you. Yeah, Bizarro didn't mean opposite. It just means weird.
Just means weird.
It's still good friends. That's like that. I don't remember Scott Pilgrim, but I do remember that joke being
this shit
really
Shadow
fucking
Scott.
funny.
Yeah, he's a great guy, actually.
Really well. I forget, was the joke that both of them are just shitty?
No, they just got along.
Okay.
In the movie, they didn't really do much of it. They were just like, it's him. And then, like, it just kind of cuts to them walking around. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, we'll catch a movie. Yeah, that'd be great. No, that's Shadow Scott. Great dude.
I might be wrong, but isn't Scott Pilgrim kind of an asshole? In, like, the books?
You know, I don't
I've like thumbed through them in a bookstore.
I haven't read him in so long. I remembered him still being I honestly I kind of feel like he was more likable just because it just was a little dehumanized. Can kind of help the character.
I'm pretty sure you also just don't like Michael Cera.
No, I'm fine with Michael Cera.
Okay.
I don't love or hate. Fuck, I forgot about this cool dude. I am completely neutral on Michael Cera.
That guy is absolutely a Spider-Man villain.
Isn't he?
That's Electro,
Ninja Turtles or something.
Isn't he like classic Electro, just different colors?
I have no fucking clue, but he's really cool.
If the green was fishnetted, he would totally be Electro.
He looks like a fighting game character that's too complicated to play.
He looks like Seth then from Street Fighter.
Sure.
Basically, he's about as goofy as that. Which, I always thought that Street Fighter was supposed to be a little more grounded than that, as opposed to being like, I'm a blue dude with like two-tone hair that's immortal. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I remember this was about being a wacky dictator who's psychic.
Yeah, he shot lasers though.
Yeah, but so's the main character.
Yeah. So there you go. You're already starting a little wacky. I have no fucking clue. I don't know what the scale on Street Fighter. I don't know because apparently in Street Fighter you can't just shoot people in the head. So Bison's a problem forever. Why wouldn't they have just shot him by now?
I don't know. Has anybody tried?
I don't know.
I mean,
if no one's tried, they deserve him.
Well,
they get what they get.
That reminds me of, I think Ed Boon has gone on record to be like, he was like, who could survive being shot in the head? And he's like, well, pretty much only just Raiden. I'm like, bullshit.
Shenanigans.
I've seen every character get shot in the fucking head.
And there's a zombie on that crew.
There's a few. We're talking about
there you go. No, I mean, okay, yeah, Liu Kang too. I was thinking of the little club guy.
Oh, he's a demon, actually.
Oh, there you go, even better.
Yeah, I
even
guess.
more reason why you couldn't shoot him in the. If you could shoot demons in the head, they wouldn't matter.
The Exorcist would be a very short movie.
Very short. It would be. They would call it Constantine instead.
I don't remember if that movie was good.
It is all right.
That sounds about right.
It is okay. Here's the thing. It's a decent movie. It's got neat ideas.
Is it a bad adaptation?
It's a weird adaptation. I don't even know if bad's the right word. It's just strange. Well, it's one of those movies where the whole movie you're going, but what? All right.
I thought that's
kind of fine. Here's the thing that's bad about it is it has what's his name in it? It has Shia LaBeouf in it.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it has Shia LaBeouf, and he is unstoppable. He is very annoying. But he doesn't have a lot to do in it. It's kind of like iRobot. Like he's in there, but thankfully only briefly. Mr. LaBeouf. Whether or not it's a good adaptation, that is hard to say. Are you looking for like a movie that is like it's kind of like a Batman? Are you looking for a Batman story or like a Batman in the continuity, you know? Or do you want to see a Batman story that is the essence of a Batman story?
Like quintessential Batman.
Yeah, and I feel like it does a good job of that in Constantine form, where like it's not telling you any well-established Constantine story. It's not like in the DC universe like you'd kind of want it to be, or in Vertigo like you'd kind of want. But it definitely hits the right notes to be a Constantine story. That's my opinion anyway.
Well, like I haven't read Constantine. I also haven't seen the movie, so I have no point of reference. I think I've seen like the end of it because it was just in the room when I was there.
You'd probably like Constantine.
But the complaint I remember the most is the most petty complaint I've ever heard about a movie. I think
that's a high bar. You're a lot of hyperbole you're throwing out there.
The complaint I've heard is he's not blonde.
Yep, that's pretty thin.
He's supposed to be blonde.
Constantine is supposed to be blonde. But,
I'm like, yeah, but
well,
I guess, but Batman also doesn't kill people except when he does. So shut up.
I mean,
guess.
It's a character thing, but like, yeah, I don't know.
It just seemed really.
It's
flimsy.
very
It was
small.
very off-putting when that was like, that was the main complaint. I'm like, so it's a good movie. They're like, no. Well, why not? It's just not.
I never know what to do when I run into that scenario with somebody when they're like, I didn't like it, and you're like, why? And the only thing they can give you, like, they can't just nut up and
paper thin.
They can't just nut up and say, I just didn't like. It's an okay movie, but I didn't like it. Some people just don't have what it takes to say that movie. Like, my opinion and that movie's quality are not synonymous. I just didn't care for it. It has to be bad if they didn't like it, and if they can't come up with a reason, they just hinge onto something really small.
I didn't like the Flintstones movie. Why? Because Steve Martin is a non-believable Barney Rubble. No, it's because you just don't you didn't want to watch the Flintstones.
There's 1,000 reasons not to like the Flintstones movie. That's the wrong one. That is the objectively incorrect reason.
Because John Goodman doesn't sound like the cartoon Fred.
Could there have
then
been...
go eat some shit,
Could there anyone on this planet have played him better than John Goodman?
I don't know. In my head...
I literally, like, if you brought him to life, I imagine he would look like John Goodman.
Probably, yeah.
John Goodman kind of looks like a caveman. And if he yelled at me from across a valley, I would stay away from his ancestral land. Like, if there was a John Goodman people and they had a war cry, it would instill fear in my heart.
Would it be something along the lines of like, Barney?
Well, that's the thing. John Goodman is one of those, like, what's the word? He's like, I can't remember. Somebody said this, so this isn't my quote, but it's something I like. John Goodman is kind of like Gene Wilder. Like, he can never go too big.
That's true.
Like, the choices can keep getting bigger and bigger, and it's only more satisfying to watch it in action. Like, it's fun to watch him just go off the rails.
Yeah, he was really good in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
I mean...
Played a super, like, shifty Klansman.
Can you think of a movie that he, like, isn't good in? Not a bad movie, but a movie where you're like, John Goodman didn't deliver in that movie.
Do I have to have seen it, or do I just have to know enough about it?
I mean,
I know enough about, like, Monsters University that I know he kind of phoned it in a bit.
I liked him in that movie.
Okay.
That movie gets really underplayed. I actually thought it was really good.
Okay.
I understand why people don't like it. I totally...
Well, okay, to be fair, I think his character is also kind of phoning it in. He's like a legacy pledge who's just at college because he has to be.
You know who really came to fucking play in that movie is Billy Crystal. It is acting.
Because Billy Crystal doesn't ever give, like, anything less than 100%.
Yeah, Billy Crystal's always all in. But I never
He's
felt...
Magic Max!
Yeah, I never felt like John Goodman... You know, dude, that is one of my greatest gripes in all of history, is that no one seems to know what happened to the rest of the Magic Max tapes. Every single person who worked on that movie says they filmed like 3 hours of Magic Max because everybody kept fucking breaking. No one could sit still. They had to keep making people leave the room, and at certain points it was literally just Billy Crystal and the cameraman because the fucking director had to walk out because they needed one goddamn take of him saying his lines where no one cracked. And they had, for like 2 days, he just broke actor after actor, and that footage is nowhere.
Huh.
It is just glossed to the ages.
It's funny, because going back and watching that movie, none of those lines are, like, side splitters, so they really had to tone it down.
Well, that was like the gag, or part of it was that, yeah, they had to remove a lot of the humor. People were like, it was so funny how much, like, goofy shit he was doing that was, like, in medieval tone. Like, medieval stand-up he was doing, which is amazing. But, yeah, at a certain point, you need him to be funny, but also say lines that can exist.
Somewhat serious.
Somewhat like the MLT line pushes it. Yeah.
Mutton, lettuce, and tomato.
Mutton, lettuce, and tomato is like right on the edge of it.
I can't imagine people don't know what we're talking about.
I hope we've seen Princess Bride. Yeah, it's wonderful. If you've never seen it, do not fret. That means you get to see Princess Bride for the first time, and I envy you. That's a good feeling.
That's inconceivable.
It's inconceivable.
I said it just like the character. Did you catch the Wallace Shawn in there?
The Wallace Shawn in there, yeah. Can you hear Wallace Shawn being afraid he wasn't going to make the cut?
I hope I get it.
Please don't let Danny DeVito show up. That's also pretty inside. Legend has it that Wallace Shawn, or not legend has it, Wallace Shawn confirmed, he 100% believed that during the entire casting he was going to get replaced with Danny DeVito. Somebody told him it early on, and he was like, oh my god, Danny DeVito would be so good at this. And he was just so fucking intimidated by the idea. Danny DeVito's an amazing actor, and he was like, Danny DeVito's gonna come in and destroy this, and they're gonna fire me on the spot.
He's also a phenomenal character actor, and that is the exact kind of character he plays.
Yeah, it is right on. I'm so glad it was Wallace Shawn. The illustrious Wallace Shawn.
I love that he got to basically play the character again in King's Quest reboot.
Oh, was he in it? That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's
oh, is it straight up a reference?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You know, King's Quest is always like referential, so that's,
the point where
that's in tone.
You're literally like, it's not the iocane powder thing, but you're literally just playing like basically like a death game with him. Except you can't lose because it's not classic Sierra.
Because it's King's Quest. Yeah.
No, King's Quest, you can always lose. You can die on the spot. It's just like, it's like rebooted King's Quest. So
it's ultra safe.
It's more like a Lucasfilm game. It's just that it's like Monkey Island. You can die in Monkey Island.
Not really.
No, you can't. You
can die in one. You can die in an Easter egg.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That doesn't count.
You can die.
Yeah, I guess.
You gotta load your save. You can't just be like, undie.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta be a fucking idiot to die like that.
You have to like
go out of purpose.
You have to like go out of your way to fucking do it. But yeah, you could. I don't think that really counts.
Okay, fine.
It's not. You're not technically wrong, but you are facetiously correct.
All right. I'm anecdotally correct.
You're anecdotally correct. It is accurate.
The best kind of correct. Technically correct.
What was I gonna say about that?
Wow, she just walked on up, kind of like, I got him, nuke. I don't got him.
Oh, it's like Ultima. Like you can't your character can get killed, but you can't get a game over. Except there is an Easter egg that can game over you in like most of the Ultima games if you go out of your way to find it. But generally speaking, you can't game over.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
I actually don't think you can die in the reboot. Like even like an Easter eggy way.
Oh, in the reboot of
King's Quest.
Oh, King's Quest, yeah. Oh shit! I actually can't.
Like the reboot of Monkey Island, I legit got absolutely stuck on the last chapter. I don't think I ever beat that game.
Speaking of beat, I actually think I'm gonna have to take a death here.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. So this guy, you need a grab mechanic to beat him, and it's really hard to fucking grab people with this guy.
So you have to throw people at him.
You have to throw people at him.
Gotcha.
Awesomely, you just like fucking throw his own med at him like loose rag dolls.
Yeah, that one didn't pan out for some reason.
Yeah.
Is it only on the down arm?
You gotta hit the glass. It's really hard.
Fucking woof.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do a little dance.
All right.
Do a little dance.
Meow, meow, do a little knife dance. Gonna die.
Woo!
That's not dancing, that's kicking!
Spin dance.
You lied to me!
Spin dance. Blazes!
You lied to me, Larry the robot.
This is a game where I would play as any one of these random dudes.
I love that you got grabbed on that one, and the robot had a facial reaction of like, ah! Wow! Okay.
Can't believe it.
What'd you grab me by? It's all metal up here.
It's all metal up here. Grab me by the throat.
We're all metal up here.
Alright, let's just clean it out with Ninja's got the least playtime. Would be the perfect way to finish this.
He doesn't have the least playtime.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
He has the least playtime if you're sexist.
Wait, what? You gotta do all this again?
Nah, it's not that much.
Alright, come on, Bubba Gump.
Why would they give him nunchucks? Just these fucking
to make
road stakes that are...
To make it more fair.
Just a mace on a chain. He uses them like nunchucks. Like, they didn't program him to just hit people with them. He only knows to do the little nunchuck dance.
Maybe it could have just been hammers.
Just two fucking hammers chained together.
Damn it, what movie was that? Was that the Raid 2 of the one girl that just uses claw hammers to fight with?
I've never seen the Raid. Oh, yes, I have.
Am I crazy? Because there's also, like, Baseball Dude.
I remember Baseball Dude. Yeah, I can't remember. That movie was really good, but I cannot remember most. I just remember liking it.
It was really good. I don't know why, but I think I still like the first one more.
I think the first one's a better movie, but actually,
it's a better story. I think the second one's a better movie.
Back and forth. I'll tell you what. The first one has one scene that goes, like, one of the fight scenes goes on so fucking long that it manages to make a really well choreographed fight scene boring.
For the first one?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the hallway scene.
It's when he fights the skinny guy.
Yeah, that goes on a minute.
It takes an hour.
Like him and his brother fight skinny guy.
It crushes my suspension of disbelief because that guy's just immortal. Like, they just beat him up like a scarecrow for a really long time.
Yeah.
And it lost my immersion, but it's still a very good movie. But that is my thin reason for liking the second one better. But we're talking, an 8 and a 7, 2 excellent films.
Yeah.
So liking one better is absolutely no crime to be worse than The Raid, or worse than The Raid 2.
Also, I mean, I like a martial arts movie that has no problems getting absolutely great.
Extremely violent, yeah. That's pretty. Have you seen Nobody yet?
No, I haven't.
Bob Odenkirk, I really reckon it was very good. It was much better than I thought it was going to be.
Isn't it kind of like Death Wish, the Charles Bronson movie? Or no, I forget. Is he actually like a badass?
Yes,
normally?
He is. It's kind of hard to explain without like taking a lot away from the movie.
Okay.
But yeah, it is not death. It's a little bit
it's
closer
not quite
to
John Wick, but it's Wickian.
It's in that genre of like modern action movie of like kind of regular dude is an action movie. Like a guy who shouldn't be in an action movie is an action movie dude.
Gotcha. Okay.
But it is very unique within that role. It is. I expected it to be basically like a mediocre John Wick with Bob Odenkirk. It's way better than that. It really shines.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's it. Stage 8, target destroyed.
Bam.
The secret elevator bunker underneath the casino that I don't remember if it made it into the episode.
Mayor Popteunk.
There he goes. He was a goblin the whole time.
That looks like the mayor of a guy named Popteunk. Or the mayor of a guy like Popteunk.
Don't you love that he was a goblin for some reason?
Yeah, just why
not?
Just
a goblin in a suit. This was in Shadowrun.
Hey, what can I tell you, man? 1920s were weird.
It was a strange time.
Back then, they believed in all kinds of folklore creatures.
And that's why there's no sequel.
Like mayors. Oh. Huh, so wait, do you just self-destruct with
You just walk up to him and self-destruct on him.
Cool.
That's a fucking kill bot.
Wait, there's no reason you can't sequel off of that.
You just gotta use the other 2 robots.
No, you just make them again. Nah. They're robots.
Nah, they're special. They're the 3 androids, kind of. They're special enough that they had to give up on finishing them to send them out.
Alright, nitpicking, I feel like one of them might have been a cyborg.
Sure.
The girl seems pretty human.
Maybe they were all supposed to be cyborgs, I don't know.
Well, then you're dipping into Dragon Ball territory now.
Then maybe they're androids, Ben.
No! Oh wait, no. These ones?
Yeah, dude, Dragon Ball Z has forever flipped my... You'd think that would be an easy point of reference, right? Because I'm like, Dragon Ball got it wrong, so Android must be... And I just fucking bungle it in my head every time. Just don't know why. It's simple. And then the back of the Terminator thing is wrong, because he is a killer android? Robot. Cyborg. Killer cyborg. Cyborg looks like a human, but is a robot. The opposite? No, android looks like a human, but is a robot.
Well, it depends on it, because the T-800, android. The T-850 is semi-cybernetic.
There's like dude in there.
Well, there's like some weird human tissue organs.
Well, I mean, is that enough to push the line?
I don't know. At that,
does it like having like if the flesh is alive? Is that like enough?
Well,
there's no right answer. That's definitely a...
For the T-800, I gotta say no, because it burns off and he's fine.
So
at that point, you're just wearing a meat jacket.
So to close as we began, this was Ninja Warriors, and we both like Terminator quite a lot.
This was what? SimCity?
This was SimCity. This has been SimCity 2055.
Yeah, I don't
thanks
know.
for tuning in.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
I don't either.
I think it's just gonna...
It's all yours. You can just, if you really feel like it, you can just put up the SimCity part of it and forget this ever happened.
No, dude, no, I'm not losing this. This isn't over an hour.
Then put this up.
This one episode is gonna be an hour and 20 minutes.
Then put this up without SimCity and it'll be even worse. Reference the game and just never post it. No, yeah. I think SimCity episode 2 was the funniest way, or episode 4, whatever you do, would be the funniest way to do it.
Yeah, probably.
You should record the opening to SimCity and have it just fade out into the Ninja Warriors, into just the start menu with the 3 robots.
Wait, maybe I need to go find some Terminator footage. Just of the nuke going off, and like the Laura Hamilton, with, like, against the chain link fence.
But you should use the music, because this has like a faux Terminator opening song where it's like dun, 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 dun. It's like just off enough to be legal.
Do you know how much work that's gonna be?
I don't know, like an hour.
Yeah, I got no shit to do. Anyway, thanks for joining us.
Oh, are we still on? Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Watch my show.
Oh, yeah.
We go out with a plug.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
I'm Val. I'm from a different channel if you don't know me. Hello.
It's going to be in the... I always put it in the link, and I never mention it.
You never mention it. I was. If you like, me and Ben doing jokes together. I'll tell you about some legacy content.
Oh, yeah, if you like me and Val doing shit together, as of current, DK64,
if you want to hear us...
The 100% run is currently running.
If you want to hear us talk about Terminator, let me tell you, we have so much.
Dude, we go, like, do we? I know we did that on Tomb Raider,
Talked
but
about Terminator a lot.
We go ham on Batman more than anything else.
More than anything. If you like Batman jokes.
Oh my god, jeez. The entire episode of DK64, the bug slide, and the entire thing is just
Batman.
It's just the Joker. The entire time.
Yeah,
and
it goes on quite a while.
I forgot about it, and I just came back to it, and it was a memory and a half, I tell you.
There's a lot of shit in there that I was like, oh my god, this feels like 100 years ago. This set of jokes. Yeah.
Little preview of it?
What did you... No, because we'll never get out of it. We gotta say goodbye at some point. We're over an hour. Come on.
Yeah, we're at an hour and 20. This is 4 episodes in one.
All right. Come on.
We're leaving early because...
Come on, you gotta get out.
We're leaving because Val hates you.
Val hates you. You remind me of my audience.
I wouldn't know what to do when I got one.
Like a YouTuber chasing views. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I got one.
On that, bye.